Hello from Wexford in Ireland, and today is the 29th of April. It's a bit wet and it's a bit windy, but it's time for the second exciting instalment in our serial, A Year in the Life of the Cherry Tree Border. And we're going to start off, as with the first instalment in this exciting serial, with just a pan up and down the border, just to give a kind of general impression of what's going on with it. And then I'll come in and talk about well, the individual plants in a bit more detail and what's looking good in the border right now. And the name of this border is Cherry Tree Border because of this big cherry tree in the middle of it. And as you can see, it's in flower at the moment. Now, just gone past its best, but still looking quite good. Still looking great now is the Primrose. This is one of the Kennedy Irish Primroses, and this one is called Drumcliff. Now, it did look absolutely spectacular maybe about a week ago. So it's passed over a bit now, but they're still looking wonderful. And at the back there, do you see that the Pachyphragma has gone? It's gone over, and I've cut it back. Except for at the very back. You see those white dots sticking up there? So I cut it back at the front and I left it at the back because I don't want it to self-seed too much, but I'm quite happy for it to self-seed at the back there, where this border comes up against, well, the farmer's field beyond and can be a bit weedy. At the front here, the irises that flowered earlier are still looking quite grassy, and I haven't cut them back because, you know, you can cut back perennials, but you mustn't cut back anything that has a bulb like irises do, like these particular irises do, because that'll be the end of them. But also looking great now, even though it's in among the irises, is this fabulous little Corydalis. And I think this one's called Kingfisher. I'll put up a link to it. I'll put up the name at the top of the video, but it's a really, really electric blue. This particular cowslip is looking fantastic at the moment. It's an orange one called Sunset Shades, and I have a big mass of it here in the middle. And it really picks up the orange of the little Epimedium behind. Can we see that? Very, very diminutive flowers. Also looking super now is this Erythronium Pagoda. And what I just love about it is the shape of the flowers, the way they hang. Really, really very graceful. And I love the yellow together with the orange. I think it's just such a joyous combination. I hope that Erythronium will bulk up for me now in time. The Helleborus are still there, but they're past their best by. They've had their day, let's just say. But they're still looking good. And that variegated rhododendron, the foliage really lifts out with the sun, but shines up, shines out. The sun brings the colours out, let's just say. This gravelly section in the border is my hardy orchid bed, and we have signs of life here. As you can see, some of the Cypripedium are poking up. That one, and at the back there we have the Epipactis gigantea just poking up. More Cypripedium, And that's a Calanthe discolor, I think. That one poked up in the middle of winter. I thought, oh my god, what the heck is going to happen with it? But it seems to have survived that incident. So here's Calanthe tricarinata, a small little orchid on a spike, but I hope this will bulk up for me in time. There's that Calanthe out there. And here we are up at the top end of the border, and you don't know this, but from where I'm sitting, the scent is absolutely overpowering. And it's the scent of this rhododendron, Lady Alice Fitzwilliam, is just amazing. Now she's just coming into flower at the moment. You're going to miss the best of her because she'll be gone by the time I make the next video. But the scent is already amazing, and you can see all the buds that there are to come. Lots and lots. This is a fabulous rhododendron, and I think my absolute favourite. The foliage is also great, so that when she's not in flower, it's still a garden worthy plant. Lady Alice Fitzwilliam. I wish I could share the scent with you. And just beyond Lady Alice is a bit of fun. This is actually really behind the pot tidy. So you don't normally see those pots over there. But this is Camellia sinensis, the actual bush that tea comes from, our tea comes from. And I grew it from seed a few years back. Now this is kind of, you know, not really hardy in our climate, but I've gotten away with it here in this very sheltered spot behind the pot tidy. And it's doing okay. It's never flowered for me yet. And we haven't made tea from it yet. Maybe this year. Look at all those fresh young leaves. And maybe I feel a cup of tea coming on. Meconopsis nepaulensis is the real showstopper in this border. And it's really getting big and lush. Gorgeous looking. I think I've 3 of them in there. Yeah, one over there. And also, what's looking super is this Trillium, and this is Trillium Kobayashi. I'll put the name up because my Japanese pronunciation leaves something to be desired, but it's a lovely one. Gorgeous mottled leaves, and well, the flowers aren't that amazing, but together with the leaves and the way it holds itself, it's a really nice plant. The Primroses, Marie Cruz, and I'll put up the name of that little white one, can't remember now, are still looking good. And the podophyllum have come up, but they are being eaten by something. They have a few holes. And just coming into flower now is this lovely little sweet pea. It's Lathyrus vernus rosenelf. And it's not a climbing sweet pea like we normally, we're used to. It's a small one that flowers in spring. Very pretty. I grew this from seed a few years back, and it's my first time actually seeing the flowers. So I'm very pleased. That's a Phaon there on the left. So that was the second instalment of A Year in the Life of the Cherry Border, the April edition. And I hope you'll come back again next month in May and see what's going on with the border then. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye bye.